Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. Team of the Year continues to surprise us on FC25, but this weekend it's the market that we're talking about the most. Guys, prices this weekend have been crashing to insane lows that I don't think any of us saw coming. And while some of them have actually started to rebound back a little bit, others have not, and they're still very, very low. What's going to happen throughout the rest of this week as we actually get close to all of these Team of the Year cards going out of packs? It's not just impacting Team of the Year cards either, it's impacting the rest of the market. There's a lot that we have to discuss there today. And speaking of this week, we've got more Team of the Year content still upcoming, SBCs and Evolution specifically. We're going to take a look at a few leaks today for some content that might be dropping as soon as today, guys. Also, a weekend league extension has given us some more time to get those FUT Champs games done. We'll talk about that and everything else going on in this game. If you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. Now let's round up all the content that we had from yesterday on Sunday with a few notable things in objectives, mostly the packs that we're getting for grinding out the daily play and the daily login. Guys, we're getting to the good stuff, the fun part of the objective where you're getting good packs like yesterday's 84 times 4, and in a couple days from now, the 83 times 10. For the daily login, we had an 84.5 yesterday, 50k pack coming our way today, and tomorrow an 83 times 10. And then, of course, the 86 times 3 for both the login and the daily play for the group reward of those objectives. So we're getting close to the good packs here at the end, which is going to give us some very much needed high-rated fodder. Now, the real big content yesterday, at least to start, was in Evolutions, guys. We had a brand new Evo, that Icon Evo, that was leaked a little while ago, a couple days ago. It is now here. It's called the Iconic Rise. And some of you guys may be confused. Nate, where do I actually get this evolution? Actually, you do an SBC to unlock it. That's how you get this one unlocked, and then it'll show up in your cosmetic section. The Icon Evolution upgrade here is what gives you the Iconic Rise Evo. It is an 85 rated squad, maybe an inform requirement there too. It's 39,000 coins to do that one, which isn't that expensive. But here's what I would tell you. It's not worth your fodder unless you have an icon in your club that actually looks good in this Evo. I did this Evo to unlock it yesterday. I did the SBC just to see what it was right away because we didn't know what the upgrade was going to make these cards look like. And after doing it, to be honest, none of the cards that I have here in my club really look that interesting enough for me to put into this evolution. Sure, Rooney gets plus 5 passing and gets a little bit of a boost in the physical and in the pace departments, but it's very, very small. There's no play styles that are given out from this upgrade. Honestly, I think the best thing to do is go to FUTBin, take a look at the cards that fit the best in this, which would be like Vieira, Blanc, Rio Ferdinand. It actually looks really well weighted for some defenders and midfielders, even Beckham. Beckham gets a really nice boost with this if you take a look. And of course, if you have any of these cards tradable in your club, great time to sell. But look at this Beckham. He gets plus 6 pace, 5 shooting. He gets plus 4 dribbling, 2 defending, and 2 physical. That's a really good boost. Also, the weak foot and skills upgraded take him to 4-4. That is one of the better cards in this. No wonder he's now extinct at 160k. Before this came out yesterday, he was 80,000 coins, and now he's extinct. Same thing for the probably biggest card in this one, which is Vieira. Guys, Vieira was 400,000 coins. Now he's 700k. This card is comparable to the Thunderstruck. Now, it doesn't have the same playstyle plus, of course. I get it. But 4-star, 4-star, if you did the Thunderstruck Vieira, now you're kind of like, darn, this Evo is almost the same thing, and it would have costed a lot less fodder. You would have just had to have the base Vieira. But still, it's crazy to me to spend 700,000 coins to make the card untradeable and put it into an Evo. But I guess some people don't care about their coins as much in that manner, and that's maybe one of the reasons why some of the market is dropping as it is right now. But I wanted to mention that that was our Evo from yesterday. Again, it's kind of weird that that is an SBC there where you get the Evo, but then of course it becomes an Evo and you kind of do it a normal in there. But I wanted to mention that one. That was our Evo content from yesterday. Speaking of icons, as we head into SBCs, we had another icon SBC. We had the Thunderstruck icon Mateus that was dropped. He has 20 squads to complete. This one for me, right off the bat, 20 squads for a 1 playstyle plus card is a little bit too expensive. However, again, with these icon SBCs, I just love why EA drops them. It's like, hey, you want Dino, you want Vieira, you want Mateus. It's an emotional player for you. It's an icon that you want to get in your team, regardless of how amazing the card is in terms of the power curve. They're going to be good. They're icons. They're like upper tier, elite tier icons. This Mateus is going to be good. Now, for me, he doesn't hit different. This isn't a card that I want to spend 2.2 million coins of fodder worth on. I know it's really craftable right now in the menus with all the packs that are there, objectives, rewards, and everything. But for me, I would much rather use this on maybe Kevin De Bruyne or maybe the Billy SBC that I'm still unsure about doing. But if Mateus is somebody that you want to get done, absolutely go ahead and go and do it. I think this SBC should have been 300,000 to 400,000 coins cheaper than it was, but at least it's there and a decent option to have. And he is a good card. He's absolutely one of the greatest midfielders in this game, especially with the power shot and the other play styles that he has. But for me, it's just a skip. Now, the other SBC that was making the most waves yesterday was the 88 plus mixed icon player pick. Guys, they went above and beyond what they had done before. It was the 87 plus mixed icon pick, and they also made it cheaper. I believe last time it was 88 rated squad here in the second option, and now it's an 87. So 86, 87, 89. Okay, that's not terrible. 379,000 coins according to Footbin, with the 87 rated cards taken out. Now it's an 88 plus. I don't know if the weight on these is any better with that rating requirement, I must say, but it's an icon player pick, and that means a lot of people are going to want to do it, because right now, let's be honest, if you're not finding any fun out of the player SBCs, if you've already done De Bruyne or Kimmich, or maybe the Harry Kane you just got done, or you're not working on Phil Foden or any of those, none of the icons interest you, then where else are you going to put your excess fodder that we're all getting, right? This would be the fun place to put it. Now, personally, I'm still going to go into a guaranteed player SBC before I do one of these icon picks. But, you know, that's a fun place to be putting your fodder 100%. And, of course, like we talked about with fodder, we said yesterday to sell it before the new pick came out, just in case, right? That was the safe sell in the hype sort of maneuver. And, of course, EA delivered with an even better SBC. So where did fodder prices go? They went up. But guys, these fodder prices now are almost going extinct because EA did that. And yeah, you can see there, almost 65,000 coins extinct for Haaland. Part of the reason is Rodri, Haaland, and Bonmati are all their gold cards out of packs because they have special cards in packs right now. 90s like Harry Kane, he is max price at 45,000 coins there. Very, very expensive for fodder. In general, we are at probably the most high prices on fodder you're going to see for a while, because the reason fodder keeps going up is we're getting all of this low tier fodder, right? Our clubs are stocked full of 83s, 4s, and 5s from doing all the upgrade packs, the 83s times 10s, the 85 doubles. We're getting all that lower to middle tier fodder, but what we don't have are the 88s, 89s, 90s, and 91s to finish off the higher rated squads inside of these SBCs. And that's why that higher rated fodder continues to have a really high price. But once EA stops giving us all the fodder, all the upgrade packs, once Team of the Year kind of ends and the grind of this promo ends, you're probably going to see these top tier prices go back down in value, and maybe see some of the cheaper cards like 85s. 85s are 3,000 coins. That's very cheap. If you look at their graph for the year, like usually they're hitting 4,000 to 5,000 coins within a 2 to 3 week span. These could be a good investment later on, maybe this weekend upcoming or something like that as Team of the Year ends, just because there won't be as good of a pack grind out for whatever promo is next. That's just something to mention for a future investment idea. Same thing with the 86s and 7s. Those aren't up a whole lot just because we don't need those as much right now. But that was the icon pick SBC that was released yesterday. The last thing to mention in terms of a pack was the 85 times 3 attacker. The 85-3 attacker upgrade was dropped yesterday. Must do, 100%. I know it's a little pricey compared to others. It is a must complete. Use the fodder you get from the 83-10s, rinse it into this. Today we get the 85-3 defender. Again, like we talked about with the best pack grind on this game right now, you got to be opening all the high rated guarantee packs for your best chance to get a Team of the Year card, whether that be the 85 doubles or these 85 triple specific position upgrade packs. So that is 100% a must do, especially when that refreshes today. So that was all the content yesterday on Sunday, but there was one added extra piece. The servers were having issues, at least the PlayStation and EA servers. I know a lot of you guys on PC and Xbox had absolutely no issues, but it was enough of an issue with PlayStation and it affected enough people for a long enough amount of time that EA have said here that Foot Champs is going to be extended by 24 hours. This is actually really nice because usually we can play Foot Champs on Mondays, right? This is actually the last week of this current season. I don't know if EA is going to change the Foot Champ schedule back to what it was after this season ends on Thursday, but at least for this week, we're going to have an extra 24 hours. So you'll be able to play Foot Champs on Tuesday now, and it'll end 24 hours later than normal. This update is actually not taking place in game right now. Of course, like it's hidden behind the camera for me, but it still says that Champs Finals is ending on Monday at its normal time. So I think EA must be completely out of it with this game, right? They said they're going to update Foot Champs, and out of it, I mean like they're not accessing it this weekend or not doing any updates because they haven't updated the Foot Champs time here yet, and we still don't have the crafting objective, man. We're going to talk about that a little bit more. I hope that drops today, but every day that goes by without that SBC and objective, that's less time that we have to complete it while Team of the Years are in packs, and that's the whole point, is to complete a Team of the Year crafting objective and SBC while there's Team of the Year cards in packs. So, EA, please drop that today. Stop messing around, right? Get that back out in the game. We need that. Get that Lookman situation figured out. Let's talk about the market, guys, because this is probably the biggest situation on this game right now. The crazy market crash that we had yesterday. I think the best thing to do is to just start looking at some of the price drops and talk about why things have been happening the way that they have. First, let's back up 2 days. We talked about this a little bit in last night's video, yesterday's video. On Saturday, the market dropped a lot, right? I bought Saliba at 4.47, sold him at 4.9. He dropped 1 million coins. This Saliba card was 5.5 million coins on Friday and Saturday. Actually, 5.5 was already down. 5.5 million coins. He dropped to 4, right? Yesterday, Saliba went from 4.8. He dropped all the way down to 3.9 million coins during this crazy low point. A couple of hours before the content drop, almost all the Team of the Years had a graph like this yesterday where their prices just absolutely tanked for all of the day on Sunday yesterday, and then they kind of hit a low point and started to come back up. You can see it was a little bit of a different time frame for every card. VVD went from 7.8 mil down to 6.6. He's right now 7.3. As you can see, we're looking at these graphs. Some of these cards have already rebounded a little bit. Was this the absolute low for these Team of the Year cards? It potentially was, but it wasn't just Team of the Years that were crashing on the market, guys. Look at Gold Mbappe. There's leaks and there's hopes that he's going to win the Player of the Month for La Liga. That announcement should be coming soon, by the way. That's a huge SBC, of course. Anytime there's an Mbappe SBC for a Player of the Month, that is one of the most completed SBCs. That's going to take a toll on fodder as well if he does win. I don't think it's a guarantee, but it's Mbappe. He's probably going to get the votes. He's probably going to win. So that's something that's in people's minds. But take a look at this. Guys, Friday, Mbappe was 1.4 million coins. Saturday, dropped down to 1.3. Yesterday on Sunday, it went to 1.2, even down to 1.1, where he is now. He's not even in packs right now. His Team of the Year is in packs. But the whole entire market is dropping because of these Team of the Year cards dropping. And it's really, there's 3 reasons why the market is dropping as much as it is and why it's affecting the whole entire market. The first one is anytime you have panic selling, guys, it just creates a whole lot of panic in general, and you start to see player prices just get undercut, and you see people selling cards, and that just creates kind of this mad dash to undercut and to sell and to get the cards out, and that just creates a whole lot of panic, especially when the cards are, as we now feel, as they were overpriced kind of earlier in the weekend, right? When Bonmati was like 5 million coins, when Jude Bellingham was 7 to 8 million coins. I'm taking a look through some of these Team of the Year squads for some of these prices, right? Guru Reiten was 2.8. We thought they were getting packed a lot, and we thought that might create some price drops. And then yesterday and over the weekend in general, it just kind of created a whole big mass panic selling effect. That's reason number 1. When there's panic, there's always big undercuts, and you have these kind of like big dips and then bounces. That's just like true panic right there. People getting out because like, oh my gosh, the market's dropping. This is crazy. So panic is the first reason why the market dropped. The second reason why the market dropped, and this kind of goes into the overall market in general, is the store packs. Guys, in the past 2 days over the weekend, EA has released a couple of different packs that people feel like is their best chance of packing Team of the Years, and people have started to send a lot of their coins into these store packs, namely the lightning rounds, which I don't think are out right now. There's an 89 plus pack. EA did not drop any of them yesterday on Sunday, but there's an 89 plus global limits lightning round pack that a lot of people have been doing because I think it has like a 7% chance of a Team of the Year in it. That is a lot of coins. Now, not everybody's opening them with coins, but enough people are that it's really starting to hurt the market, because every time somebody buys one of these store packs with coins, especially if they're untradeable, you're taking tradable coins off the market and replacing it with untradeable players. The market is losing value automatically when there's people that are doing that, especially because most of these big packs are untradeable. That is probably, if it's up there with panic and the coins being drained from the market via these store packs and even some of the evolutions over the past week, that is what is draining the coins off this market, and one of the reasons why the market is crashing as much. So these cards, can't maintain their high prices that they had before. And the third reason is the pack weight, right? Like we've been saying, I know some of you guys don't like hearing this, but it is honestly true. The pack weight for these Team of the Year cards is much higher than what we're used to in the past couple of years. Of course, you can look at the percentages from year over year and compare those to FIFA 23 and FC 24. A lot of people are comparing this year's Team of the Year to FIFA 22, how the cards were a lot more packable. Just go on Twitter and look, or just go into Division Rivals this week and see how many Team of the Years that you're seeing. I bet you come up against one in every other team that you face, especially in the middle to higher divisions, right? It just seems like Team of the Years are a lot easier to pack. Now, I'm saying this as somebody who's only packed Burger as my only Team of the Year card. So I know it's tough out there at the same time. Team of the Years, when you talk about pack weight, they're in their own sort of conversation. It's not like a regular promo team whatsoever. Team of the Years are always hard to pack, but for a Team of the Year, right? Thinking of them in their own little criteria for pack weight and packability, this is one of the more packable Team of the Years that we have had in the past number of years for sure. And that is, again, bringing more supply to the market for these cards and making their prices drop. Now, where are the other prices on the market dropping? Well, of course, the Team of the Year icons got re-released back into packs yesterday. And look at Eusebio, 4.8 million coins is crazy. Kuman, who is under or right at 400,000 coins, this dude was like 550K, and now he's 400,000 coins flat. That's crazy. Guys, even these Team of the Year icon cards, as they're still in packs, are kind of adjusting to where the market is right now. People panic selling, people having less coins, and their prices are going down a lot too. Roberto Carlos was 1.6 mil. Now he's not even selling for 1.39. These cards are going to be good investments, I still believe. I still believe Team of the Years are going to be good investments as well. But these prices are down a lot. Cantona's 1.1 mil. He was 1.4, 1.5. Look at that big price drop off there. So let's talk about these Team of the Years for just a little bit more. I know some of you guys are like, Nate, when do I buy? Did I miss the low? I don't honestly think that you're going to see these card prices go as low as they did yesterday. This, I think, right here for a lot of these cards may have been the absolute low point. I think one of the things that also impacted this yesterday was the servers being down. So people maybe had cards listed up where they could work on the web app and they could sell cards there. But if you have all of PlayStation not able to access the game, but Xbox can, then you have less gameplay demand, and that could have been the reason why some of these cards hit very low lows here, because there was less people able to just get on and buy them to actually play the game. That's part of the theory as to why the market got specifically low right there yesterday in that one point. But guys, I think with Team of the Years, I think the content, this is the overall thing we're going to talk about, at least for a little bit here. I think the overall content this week heading out of Team of the Year, because let's be honest, let's look at the calendar. We're almost done with Team of the Year. I think the overall content is going to slow down a bit. It's not going to be as crazy. The SBCs, the evolutions, and all that. And I think what that is going to do is it's going to allow some of these Team of the Year cards to pick up. They're not going to be packed as much. People are going to be spending less coins and less in the store in general, just because it's kind of, they're all packed out, or they've opened the packs that they can open. They've sent the club. They've put in the grind that they can do, and now they're kind of done with it, right? And I think that's going to actually, slow down some of the supply of these Team of the Year cards, and they're going to start to go up. Now, I still think these Team of the Year cards are very packable. The pack weight's not changing. It's still very good. And we still have Division Rivals rewards that is coming later this week. What I could see happening is these Team of the Year cards maybe having a little bit of a rise from today into tomorrow, maybe into Wednesday a little bit too, of course, depending on the rest of the content we have, depending on any surprises that EA might put out in terms of the content. I could see them rising up a little bit. And when I mean a little bit, it's like, maybe Cole Palmer, who's 2.1, almost 2.2 right now, maybe his lowest yesterday was 1.9. Maybe he goes back to like 2.2, 2.3. If people really start buying, then you could see these cards kind of inch back up a little bit more. And of course, these cards have a lot of demand, so they could keep climbing. But I do think that once we get to Thursday, we saw how much Thursday impacted these Team of the Year cards, specifically tradable 85 plus player picks that were a part of weekend. Look at this. Carvajal was very expensive then, right? He went from 2.3 mil down to 1.8. Just with rewards. That's why we keep saying we have to keep these Team of the Year cards in mind like normal promos. I think Thursday is going to be an opportunity to see these cards drop. They could start dropping on Wednesday as people sell to prepare for this. So I think you might have a little rise today, tomorrow, and then Wednesday late into Thursday, probably have a dip, and that's going to be one of your better times to get in on these Team of the Year cards. If and when they drop, before they go out of packs, that's going to be the thing for sure. Still, I maintain what we've been saying a lot about these cards. 3 playstyle pluses, these are the most elite cards in the game statistically, and a lot of people are going to want to spend the coins to put them into their team. but I don't think the crash is going to continue as crazy as it has been. I think that's kind of what we saw yesterday was probably the low point, and then maybe another low point incoming later on this week. So that's kind of something to watch for if you want to buy a team of the year. But for the rest of the market went down as well. This Sophia Smith, 700,000 coins is where she just was. But look at this graph from yesterday. She was 770. She dipped all the way to 680. The other version of Sophia Smith, the right wing, did the same thing. She went down a ton. Look at this graph. 740 all the way to 612. Rebounded a little bit now to 658. I think the market in general, if you found, or you can still find, some cards that are very, very low. I picked up a Koundé center back. I know that a lot of people right now are really hyped about your center back evos, and I totally get that. Center backs are down bad on the market, but I think some of that hype's going to end, and maybe some of those cards could rebound back up. I just bought a couple of Lewas earlier today on the stream too for 470. Maybe we have the Pedri SBC incoming. He's like 520K right now. I still think that some of these out-of-packs cards could be good to trade with. And, if they're still very low on the market, you could pick some of them up because I feel like the panic is going to kind of end and we're going to start to level out on the market here and maybe have some prices go up a little bit. So I wanted to mention with that, but for Team of the Years, I think we're going to be really looking towards Thursday as the next hyped time on this game for the Team of the Year prices to be dropping. But what's going to happen between now and Thursday that I'm saying is going to be mid or slower content to make this market maybe go up and maybe the content's not going to be as good? Guys, let's take a look at some of the leaks that we do have. Of course, the number one thing we're waiting for content rise is the crafting SBC. Bring it back, all right? The crafting upgrade objective and the SBC. I can't wait to hammer through those. I'm going to build a bunch more premium packs today just so I can keep the upgrade pack grind going. Still chasing Team of the Year number 2, hopefully number 3. We're going to keep going for that. But that's the number one thing that we're waiting on right now. EA, please get back in the office or do whatever you got to do to get this crafting objective up and the weekend league extended. Por favor. But in terms of other SBC content, we have not 1, not 2, but 3 leaked SBCs to come to send us off out of Team of the Year. They're all honorable mentions, and these are their official cards. We've got Pedri, who we've been talking about, but newly leaked, we have DeMarco and we have Marta. This DeMarco card actually looks kind of sick. I don't know how big of an upgrade it is over his road to the knockouts. And again, we're looking at a card here, or all 3 of them, with only 1 playstyle plus. Hopefully that means these are going to end up being cheaper SBCs, and that could create some fluctuations on left backs, center mids for Pedri specifically. I think DeMarco and Pedri are going to have the biggest impacts. Maybe Marta's card actually looks sick as well and creates some drops on like center attacking mid type of players too. So watch out for either of those SBCs to be coming out today, like one of these 3 to maybe be coming out today and throughout the rest of this week. Maybe you could buy a link investment or 2. That was one of the reasons why I just picked up a Koundé, because I was like, okay, he's down a lot, 405,000 coins. That's a card that people will maybe just buy to link Pedri because Pedri's such a big name player. Barca links, they'll want to get that involved there. So that's why I picked up on that one. So one of those 3 SBCs, maybe one of the biggest leaks right now outstanding, is still an evolution from FutAccountant saying that an 88 rated card is going to fit. This is big news, guys. 88 rated Sadio Mane can be used in the Evo. The positions here could be striker, right wing, right mid, or cam, since he has all 4. But if he fits with 90 dribble and 91 pace, that could be a pretty sick Evo, especially since he's 88 rated. So I'm really curious to see what that one is going to be, if it's going to be dropped today, if it's going to be dropped on a Tuesday or Wednesday, a little bit later this week. I think that is something worth thinking through. One thing I do want to mention, guys, is I'm cutting it down to the wire here, very close, but today is actually on Monday the last time where you can submit your center back to start your chain. Don't forget to do this. I'm doing an evolution right now, this TOTY Romero, that I'm going to be finishing to then put him into that Evo. I'm going to make TOTY Romero the ultimate center defensive mid. It's going to be a crazy card. Can't wait to show you guys this one. But watch out for this Evo leak too, and make sure you start your Team of the Year center back Evo there. So that's what's kind of coming in SBCs and evolutions. Last thing I want to talk about today on Monday is FC Pro Live. This is finally the end, guys. This is the last day of Group D play. So we've had Groups A, B, and C. They played 2 different match days. This is the final one before the big event in February, where it's the final, and we'll have a champion. But today it's Rusilian, Gregerson, Osimhen, Tombakti, Weghorst, and Gabriel Jesus. Probably Gabriel Jesus being the biggest card out of all of these. Chasing upgrades today. Of course, he has Trivela Plus, and it's all about getting that qualification to the knockout round for the +1. If you get 16 points, another +1. These cards probably rise a little bit into the hype of the game today. Looks like Gabriel Jesus has been as low as 280, and he's been as high as 330, 340. Just take a look at the table. Right now, personally, I'm not too worried about these FC Pros for making coins in terms of that sort of thing on the market right now. But of course, with FC Pros playing today, that means that you've got your objective. There's an 84 times 5 in that FC Pro objective if you watch the stream and have it on. And then, of course, you have a 50K pack and then a loan card as well. So that is something that is absolutely worth watching out for. And again, guys, I think with the market kind of crash and the panic that we've had on some of these cards, like for me, I need to start trading a little bit more again. And I want maybe motivate you guys as well. If you've spent a lot of your coins during this promo on packs or upgrade packs, or you're still trying to do some of that, make sure you stay a little bit motivated with the trading grind of things as well, because what we're about to witness at the end of Team of the Year heading into February is literally the easiest and best time to make coins on this game every single year. It's going to be phenomenal this year as well with how much coins EA is putting on the market every single week with rewards. So that's kind of what I wanted to mention with the market too, is that, you know, the market has crashed a lot, but at the same time, it just feels promising to me. The market still this week could be a little bit topsy-turvy depending on the content that comes out. A lot of focus on the Team of the Years, but if you still look at the lower budget, it's why I love these Winter Wild cards, the Numero Foot, the Thunderstruck, the Ultimate Succession, the most recent promo cards that a lot of people want to use. These cards are moving all the time. People want to use them. People want to buy them and try them out. They're going to continue to stay rare on the market. And as you have SBCs and evolutions move their prices, you're going to have opportunities to make coins on them. Just like this SAR card I'm seeing on Footbin is 275. And yeah, she dropped down yesterday to like below 300,000 coins, but usually she's selling 285 right there. Yeah, 280. Dang, that's really low. Usually she's selling for like 320 to 330. It looks like she's not going to go to that right now, but if I saw a 270, I know I can sell that for maybe 310 to 315. That's pretty good money. Those sort of fluctuations are going to start making you coins, I think, throughout this week into next week as well. So that's something to kind of watch on this market. So that's the video for today, guys. I know the market crash is big and it's scary, but I honestly think it's kind of ending, man. And if it continues today, we'll continue to watch out for crashes and for prices on these cards that we can potentially pick up as they will hopefully start to rise from somewhere around now towards the end of the week. And then especially as we head out of Team of the Year, these prices hopefully can go up a little bit. So that's the video for today. If you did enjoy it, drop a thumbs up on it, comment below if you have any questions, and of course, subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys in the stream today for an upgrade pack grind. We're still chasing the blues. One pack right here, 81 times 3. Do it for the video, EA. Yeah, no, nothing right there. You see gold, you skip it, you save your time. Did we get a walkout even? Nope. All right, that's the end of the video for me, man. Have a great Monday. It's been TheFutAccountant. See you later. Peace out.